I don't care. Anywhere. Like a river connects to the ocean, this pavement touches wherever we're going. White lines flying by, who knows what we'll find, you and me tonight. Drive, let's drive. When's the last time we dropped our things and went? Woke up somewhere that we've both never been. Growing up doesn't mean getting older. Maybe it's just left turns off familiar streets. I just wanna come back with a memory. Growing up doesn't mean getting older. I don't care.
We actually met in this class, in this studio. We were in TV and radio. One of the first times I spoke to him, I think I was like a floor manager, and what were you that day?
I was in the booth or something, I think.
He came out here, and I could tell he was having a rough day, so I tried speaking to him, and it didn't go as well as I thought it would. But eventually we got really close. We were really good friends for many years. Right after I graduated, not even a week later, I was already starting my new job out in Nebraska. It was a really small station. I had to prove myself, and I had to be a reporter of 5, essentially, and get that area news out there and build relationships with the community.
Like Elise kind of said, 1 minute you're having your graduation party, the next minute you're starting your new career as a sports reporter. Right off the bat, I got to do a lot of sports, eventually leading to live television broadcasting, live radio broadcasting, and having a sole focus of an entire about 4 or 5 county area where you're the only person that's reporting sports.
We did more than just report. We were in small radio stations, so we also had to be on the radio. we had to gather the news ourselves. City council meetings, understanding what's going on in your local government. We had a 5 to 6 stories a day quota that we had to meet.
That was one thing that we really had to do at Adrian too, though.
Yeah.
Everybody wore multiple hats. Everyone had to do multiple things while we were in the television studio, while we were in the radio booth, while we were in class. Everyone had a big project, and I felt like that was a big reason why, you and I were both able to succeed out in Nebraska.
I'm actually a producer for 13 ABC right now in Toledo, Ohio. It's a very big job, but I really love it. It's the #1 station in Toledo. Sorry. So I consider myself lucky that I get to work with such incredible talent at my young age.
Well, I am a news reporter for NBC 24 in Toledo, so competing markets obviously, but the experience out in Nebraska that led me to Toledo allowed me to learn what I was doing, and then coming to Toledo, which was more of an organized, an official market station, has really helped me grow, and I feel like I'm able to use what I have now and snowball that and take it to wherever I go next. If I stay in Toledo, whatever, all I can tell you is I really love what I do right now. Every day is different. You get to tell everybody else's story, and that's my favorite part about it.
I would say that's my favorite part too. Every day is different. You never know what's going to come, and that's the exciting part of it.
And learn as much as you can while you can, because the more you know, the less expendable you can be at a job.
Yeah.
If you know how to run a camera, if you know how to edit, if you know how to do video, there's some position somewhere for you. So learn as much as you can, when you can, when you practice, whatever you can do to learn all of this stuff in the studio, in the rooms, the classrooms, whatever. The more you know, the better off you'll be.
And I would also have to say that our first boss was very pleased that we knew how to edit video right off the bat. That was training he didn't have to do. So practice.
Yep, that's good. I think that covers it.
Yeah.
Die or fade away. I just wanna be someone. I just wanna be someone. Dive and disappear without a trace. I just wanna be someone. Well, doesn't everyone? And if you feel the great dividing, I wanna be the one you're guiding, 'cause I believe that you can lead the way. I just wanna be somebody to someone, oh, I wanna be somebody to someone, oh, I never had nobody and no road home. I wanna be somebody to someone. And if the sun starts setting, the sky goes cold, and if the clouds get heavy and start to fall, I really need somebody to call my own. I wanna be somebody to someone. Someone to you, someone to you, someone to you, someone to you. I don't even need to change the world. I'll make the moon shine just for your view. I'll make the starlight circle the room. And if you feel like night is falling, I wanna be the one you're calling, 'cause I believe that you can lead the way. I just wanna be somebody to someone, oh, I wanna be somebody to someone, oh, I never had nobody and no road home. I wanna be somebody to someone. And if the sun starts setting, the sky goes cold, and if the clouds get heavy and start to fall, I really need somebody to call my own. I wanna be somebody to someone. Someone to you, someone to you, someone to you, someone to you.
Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to the Marilat Fitness Sports Center for today's matchup with your Adrian College Bulldogs volleyball team taking on Albion College. My name is Tyler DeWitt. I will be your play-by-play analyst, and in the booth with me is one of my greatest colleagues, Ryan. Say hello to the people, Ryan.
Hey, how's it going? We got a good day for some volleyball. So Adrian and Albion, this should be a good battle.
It definitely should be a great battle. The Bulldogs have been looking strong this season. Albion College looking in to come in here and put up a great fight against the Bulldogs. The records are unknown between the teams, but this is a conference matchup, and this just should be a great one. The Bulldogs, I'm expecting, are right now just working hard, getting ready with their pregame routines. Albion's right in the corner getting ready to talk with their coach, and this is just going to be a good one for the day.
Oh, it should be. Even Bruiser made the trip out. That's how you know it's going to be a good one today.
Yes, sir. You guys are tuned into ACTV. This ACTV is the live stream production that is going to give all you people at home a chance to catch your favorite athletes from Adrian College present, and should be a great stream.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely excited for this one. It's always exciting, especially when you're in conference. Doesn't matter who. You know, both teams are going to be battling hard today.
Yes, it's always great to see the conference people going at it, because every year, you know, it's a different season, but the conference championship, the MIAA conference championship never changes, and it's a battle that we're going for every single year, no matter what sports for Adrian College.
No, they're going to come out and compete.
Both warm-ups are now done for both teams, and this battle is about to soon be under the way. Both teams are about to line up for the national anthem as the MIAA rules and conducts are being addressed to the audience. And not a big crowd here tonight, but you could definitely see the difference between the Albion supporters and the Adrian College supporters as the Adrian College fans come and rep that beautiful black and gold.
Both teams, are going to bring the energy today. This should be a very exciting matchup.
As we step into the national anthem for both teams, we're going to take a brief moment of silence as we respect and honor all the men and women who have served us in this country and continue to serve us to give us our freedom and our liberty, as we have the playing of the national anthem. And after that, now we are going to introduce the starters. Number 3 for Albion. And I'm going to apologize, and for further reference, there is no roster available for both teams right now. So we will be calling out the players by their numbers in college. or excuse me, there actually is a roster. So we're going to know the players, we're going to know the names, we're going to know where they're from, and we're going to know what they're going to do as every team is stepping up out onto the court. Albion introducing their starting lineup first. And now here are the starters for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Number 4 for Albion. Number 4, Kate Winter. Number 5 for Albion, Alexa Hichiko, a freshman from Chico, California. Number 6, Kelsey Gustafson, senior from Armada, Michigan. Number 9, Chloe Weber, the sophomore from Marshall, Michigan. Number 11, Carmen Haley, the junior from Battle Creek, Michigan. Number 12, Grace Van Dorn, the junior from North Aura, Illinois. Number 2, Jenna Corey, the sophomore from Farmington Hills, wearing the white for Albion. Albion is 10-5 coming into this game, and they are 1-0 in the MIAA. Adrian College Bulldogs coming today's game 4-7 with an 0-1 record in the MIAA. Coached by David Kwan into his 8th season of coaching for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs returned to the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center for the first time since August 31st when they faced off with the Brightons in their final match of the Adrian Bulldogs Classic Tournament. Albion posted a comeback after being down 2-0 in the opening sets to upset the host of the Adrian College Bulldogs. The Bulldogs lead the all-time series against the Brightons 70-30. So as you see, there's 100 games that were played, Ryan, and the Bulldogs have came up and taken 70 out of the 100 to them. That is a very impressive record, as you see that this is a conference matchup that obviously right now is going to be a battle to set their ground for the season, especially after the Brightons beat the Bulldogs August 31st after being down 2-0. The Brightons have to have a strong fight to them and see something different when they come to seeing these Adrian College Bulldogs.
Oh, no, yeah, they've got to come in with a chip on their shoulder coming to Adrian, as the Bulldogs have pretty much just dominated the career series between these two programs.
And now after that, we're going to introduce the starting lineups for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Number 23, Grace Welch, the junior from Vicksburg, Michigan. Number 17, Madison Fendermeyer, the junior from Mattawan, Michigan. Number 16, Kaylin Bergman, the freshman from Bryan, Ohio, standing at 6 foot tall. Number 11, Somar Cavazos, is the 5'9" freshman from Trenton, Michigan. Number 1, Liz Sosico, is from Novi, Michigan. She's a junior. Number 10, Alex Tobler, is 5'9" from Buchanan, Michigan. And number 15, Megan Praw, is a senior from Windsor, Ontario. Coming here too. That's your starting lineup for the Adrian College Bulldogs.
The officials tonight are Linda Hoover and Steve Benson. Now let's play some volleyball.
And now after introducing all the umpires and players, and then the players go to shake hands underneath the net, it is time to play some Adrian College volleyball. Again, I am Tyler DeWitt. I will be your play-by-play analyst. And again, I have Ryan Cuddy as my color analyst. And we're here, and we're hoping to give you guys one of the greatest broadcasts of Adrian College Bulldogs volleyball that you have seen.
I know this should be exciting. Both teams getting prepped and bringing the energy for this afternoon's contest.
As both teams go up and shake each other's hands, the Adrian College starters push hands together high up. And as the bench does the same thing, both teams do it. And I guess a little pregame is going on between both starting teams. This is going to be a very great matchup for today.
That'll be exciting. Early conference play, always big to get a good start into the conference and get high up in the standings.
Some statistics for the Adrian College Bulldogs: they have 459 kills. They average 10.9 kills per set. They're at 437 assists. They average 10.4 assists per set. Serving aces, they have scored 70 aces off of serves in the season so far.
That's domination on your serve right there.
They have 646 digs. They have 18 block solos. They have 80 block assists and 587 points.
And Albion's coming in with 651 kills, averaging 12.3 kills a set, so a little bit higher than the Bulldogs. And then they got 605 assists coming into play, averaging almost 11 and a half a set with 902 digs and 864 points. So on paper, it looks like you would think Albion would be the favorite, but you know Adrian's going to bring that fight today.
Set to serve is number 23. We have volleyball on the way. Strong serve by number 23, Welch. Bulldog Albion brings it over, and Bulldogs just couldn't get it back up. Point goes towards Albion. That last point was scored by number 6, Kelsey Gustafon, the senior from Albion. Gustafon's serve is over the net. They set it up. Number 10 with a kill, and it was in. Point for the Bulldogs. Serve is over. And number 15 serve. That was Mega Pressa with an ace for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs take the lead 2-1. Process serve is over again. Set by number 12. Killed but blocked by the Bulldogs, and it goes out. The Britons cannot save it before it goes out, and point goes to the Bulldogs again. Great double block from the Bulldogs right there. Press the serve again. Soft serve goes up. Number 2 gets it off, and they kill it. Bulldogs retrieve it, set it back up, and another kill. And the Britons try a stronger tap to keep it up, but you only allow 3 touches before it is a dead ball. So point goes towards Adrian. Chris serves again. Number 2 gets it up for Albion. It's set for the kill. Brought back up by the Bulldogs. Killed by number 10, Tobler. Albion saves it back. They get it over the net off their last hit. Set again. Tobler with a soft tap. 13 for Albion there. Number 12 sets it up, and number 4 goes for the kill. 15 gets it up. Tobler again. Tobler kills but cannot get it down. Albion turns the volley. It is a great volley we have going on here, as both teams are just fighting to not let go. And Albion comes up for the kill. Soft tap. Set. And it is blocked by Albion by number 5, Alexa Hitchko. Point goes towards the Britons. Score is 4-2. Bulldogs are up.
That's a point love to see for Adrian, though, hanging in with Albion.
Definitely a great volley we saw last possession there, Ryan. Bryans have it up. Go for the kill. Number 11 for the Bulldogs is there. Soft tap by number 17. Number 4 tries to go for a kill. Just couldn't get her full hand on it. Tobler goes up. Albion keeps it alive. Albion goes to return. Blocked, but not blocked good enough. The ball goes to the left. Great effort by number 1, Liza Susko, and number 17, Madison Fendermeyer. Both going for the blockage attempt, able to put their hands on it, but couldn't keep it on that side of the net. Point goes towards the Britons. Ball is up, it goes out of bounds, saved by the Bulldogs and put back over the net with a great effort from the Bulldogs. 13 goes for the kill and gets it. That was number 13, Shelby Palmer, the sophomore from Holt, Michigan.
Adrian got off to a hot start, but now they got to weather the storm of Albion.
Serving for Albion is number 2, Jenna Corrin. And off that serve, the Bulldogs were not there to answer, and it was an ace for the Britons. Britons end up taking the lead 5-4.
A little bit of miscommunication there on that back line from Adrian.
Ball was knocked over by number 1, Liz, able to get the point for the Bulldogs, tying the score back up at 5 even. Liz serves for the Bulldogs. Last touch for the Albion. Albion gets it over. Liz saves it off the ground. And number 8, Corbin right there with the kill and point for the Bulldogs, returning that lead, 6-5. And off to a strong battle we are, Ryan. Both teams are right now trying to fight for that edge of the lead, but no one is just giving it up. The Bulldogs were up with the lead with the highest of 2 so far in this game, and it looks like it's going to be a nice back-to-back game for these sets.
No, it's been off to a very neck-and-neck start.
That was number 4, Kate Winter for Albion Britons with the kill. A powerful spike on that gives the Britons a point to tie it back up at 6. Number 20, Ava Smith serving for the Bulldog or for Britons. Her serve goes straight into the net. Easy point for the Bulldogs.
When you're in a close game like this, those are just mistakes you can't have. As
Killed by the 13 for the Britons. Tobler sends it back over. And Tobler's ball goes out of bounds, giving the point for the Bulldogs. 8-6 is your lead for the Bulldogs. Tobler is set to serve. Serves over the net and is set by the Britons. Britons send it over, and a great block attempt by number 8, Corbin Corner. Sends it back over the net, giving the Bulldogs a lead, and the lead is now up 3 for the Bulldogs, 9-6, and so far the largest lead of this set, and hopefully the Bulldogs can build off this.
No, that was a beautiful block right up at the net as Albion looked like they had a chance to kind of stop this little run.
And another block by Madison Fendermeyer, 2 back-to-back blocks, gives the lead 10-6, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor. Ryan, so far, what can you say have we seen in this set?
You just like we see from Adrian as they've came out. And they've came out just firing on all cylinders as Albion, came in with the heavier statistics. But Adrian's just been able to weather the storm.
Yeah, it's definitely right now that the numbers are not showing up for the Britons. It is too early to call, as this is a best-of-5 series of the sets. First team to win 3 sets wins the game. And right now, the Bulldogs are taking commanding lead, 10-6. But just a reminder that the last time that the Bulldogs seen the Britons, they did take a lead in the Adrian Bulldog Classic tournament, up 2-0 in sets. And the Britons just came back, fought strong, I guess, that game, and won 3 sets back-to-back to win the game. So Bulldogs definitely know what they have to do from last time, especially knowing how it is to take the lead. And they just got to hold on to the lead this game, continue to push, and I believe that the Bulldogs should come out with a dub.
Oh no, yeah, it's still early on, but they've brought tons of energy. They've been staying in every single point, not letting any point slip up, and they're really minimizing the mistakes. You saw a couple mistakes by Albion early on, and Adrian's been able to capitalize so far, up 4.
After that timeout, number 10, Alex Tobler, returns the serve for the Bulldogs. Tobler's serve is on its way. Britons set it up, and it's just sent over the net by number 15, Jesse Hepner. The freshman from Davidsburg, Michigan, gets a point for the Britons, giving them the serve and also a 7-10 point differential. Number 11, Cameron Haley's serve is on his way. Bulldogs, Liz tried to save it before going out of bounds, but just couldn't. Point goes towards Albion. Haley set the serve for the Britons again. Haley's serve is on his way. Liz sets it up. And number 23, beautiful Welch with a soft touch over the net.
Beautiful touch.
Brace couldn't quite recover the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Point goes towards the Bulldogs. Number 17, Madison Fendermeyer, set to serve for the Bulldogs. Her serve is on its way. Britton set it up. Number 6 goes for the kill. Tolber there to save it. Liz puts it up. Wow. And that was Grace Welch, put a little bit too much power on the ball, sending it out of bounds, giving Britons the point. 11-9 is the score. Your Bulldogs lead. Number 9, Weber serves. She puts too much power to her serve as well, giving the Bulldogs back the ball, back to serve, and the lead 12-9.
That's the second faulted serve you saw there from Albion. Adrian's had 0. And that's a 3-point game. It's mistakes like that can haunt you.
Serve is on its way for the Bulldogs. It's set. Sent back over. Tobler saves it. Welch goes for the kill. A powerful spike right there. Grace Welch there giving the Bulldogs a point. 13-9 is the score. Number 12, Emily Haas serves. Brayton's get a set, and it's blocked. And the block forces the ball to go back under and on the net, underneath and giving the Bulldogs the possession and the point. Haas's serve is over the net. Set. Spike, and it's saved by the Bulldogs. Liz sets it up, sends it over. 20 does the same thing. Tobler sends it up. Grace Welch with a soft tap, and her IQ was definitely shown on that play. She sends a soft tap over the net, giving the Bulldogs a point. Lead is 15-9.
Early on in this set, great touch being displayed by Adrian.
Haas sent another serve. Brains keep it alive and send it back over. Tobler sets. Set by Liz. And a beautiful spike by number 16, Caitlin Bergman. The 6-foot freshman from Bryant, Ohio. And we're here to take another timeout, and the Bulldogs have just taken a commanding lead, 16-9. Just going on a straight, a straight frenzy, I would have to say, on just points right now.
Yeah, and remember, we had about a 2-point game. I believe it was 11-9. There was a fault serve by Albion, the second one of the match, and then since then, Adrian just kind of went on a run. And when you have a close matchup like this, it's really those just like who can minimize the mistakes, who can minimize the errors. And right now, Adrian's playing a flawless first set.
Yes, and the players that are helping contribute to these points right now is number 1, Liz Sasiko. She is just getting everywhere. She's setting the ball up right for Grace Welch, and number 17, Madison Fernmeyer, just being defensive on the net, blocking the ball, and just doing what she has to do is definitely gave some points to the Bulldogs.
Oh yeah, definitely. As Adrian's really just been kind of, like I said, they really haven't made many mistakes in this game.
Also, number 10, Alex Tobler. Tobler has been everywhere on the court. She has been there in the back. She's been serving. She's been blocking, and she's been going for them kills. And right now, she has been a big contributor to this Adrian College Bulldogs volleyball team this game.
She's also displayed some great touch at the net.
Emily Haas sends her serve over. Up in the air, Bryant's keep it alive. Send it over. Number 15, Cross sets it. Bulldogs send it back over. Tobler got it. Liz sets it. And number 16, Bergman going for the kill. Number 16 and number 1, Bergman and Liz there to block the ball. A commanding, strong offensive defense right there. Bulldogs lead 17-9. Haas serves again. It's set and it's up. Bulldogs get it. Liz sets it up again. Grace Welch there. And Grace's spike was blocked and deflected by Albion. Albion couldn't get the direction of the ball down. Ball goes down, gives Bulldogs a point. 18-9 is their lead. Haas serves it again. It is set and killed by number 6. And number 1 and number 16, Liz Sestico and Kaylin Bergman there again on the defensive wall, stopping the possession. But ball goes out of bounds. Point goes towards Albion.
Albion able to stop that little run there from Adrian, kind of in that middle portion of the set. Now it's going to be interesting to see on the latter half of this first set who will take advantage.
One of the referees have noticed some random item on the floor. Went to go pick it up. Thankfully he saw that because we definitely don't want no injured Bulldogs or Brightons right now. Albion serve goes over. Bulldogs were able to put it back in the air, but just miscommunication right there. Ball goes out of bounds. Point for the Brightons. Quick serve by number 12, Grace Van Dorn. Grace Welch with the kill, and right now Grace Welch is just on a frenzy. She is definitely going for the ball. She is there, and she is spiking it down with authority. Grace Welch sets the serve. Albion keeps it alive. Sends it back over the net with a soft toss. Liz sets it up. That is Price setting it up to Tobler. Ball goes out.
Went for
Score
a little
is
too
19
much there.
to 12. Number 2, Anna Young, the freshman from Twin Lake, Michigan, checks in for number 23, Grace Welch. Liz sets it. Bergman there, blocked, but Liz gets it back up before it hits the ground. Tobler's turn. Tobler sets it over soft. Brighton's keep it alive. Bretton's go to kill it back over the net. Liz got her hand on it, but couldn't get it around. Ball goes out of bounds. Number 6, Kelsey Gustafon serves for the Brightons. Tobler goes to send a kill, gets it blocked back for the Bulldogs. Tobler again, this time gets it over. Ball goes right out of bounds. Point for the Bulldogs.
And every time it seems like Albion's able to get some momentum, 2 or 3 points in a row, Adrian's able to stop that run.
Your Bulldogs have the lead 20-13 in this set. Process serve on its way. Then the Bright is showing a great passing strategy right there, setting it up and giving an open field for the kill by the Brightons. That last point was scored by number 5, Alexa Hitchcock, the freshman from Chico, California, as she checks out of the game. Liz gets a set. Tobler was going for the kill, but sends it back over the net. Brightons out of bounds, keep it alive, send it back over, but a weird angle by number 13, Shelby Palmer. The ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Shelby just seemed to kind of miss-hit it there, and then that's another kind of just that's not a forced mistake by Adrian. That's just kind of a bad mistake by Albion.
Number 8, Corbin Corners comes back into the game for number 11, Salmer Cavasso. Ball is over for the Bulldogs. Brightons go to return it, but number 4, Kate Winter, put a little too less power on that. Doesn't get the ball quite over the net. Goes out, or ball hits the net. Point goes to the Bulldogs, 22-14. Liz's serves on his way. Ball is set and soft tap.
I think we had a net there, and another bad mistake by Albion. They're just starting to add up here in the latter part of this first set.
Bulldogs have a strong lead right now, 23-14. Blocked by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs send it back with a kill. Puts back pedals number 12 of Brighton, of Albion. Bulldogs still have the ball. Great volley going right now. Kill right there. Great hustle right there for number 12 of Albion. Bulldogs block it, give the ball a little air. Brighton's goes set to return it. Blocked by number 8 and number 17. Corbin Corner and Madison Fredmeyer there to block it, giving the Bulldogs a 10-point lead, 24-14. Liz's service on the way again. Oh, and the game was stopped because number 12, Grace Van Dorn, giving the great effort of giving the great effort of diving on the floor, keeping the ball alive. But must have got some sweat.
Must have left some sweat on the court there.
And the referee seen it, and luckily they did stop the game to clean it up because we don't want no one slipping and twisting an ankle or hurting themselves in any way.
Crowd's starting to build up here in the Marilot Gym as well on this Saturday afternoon.
They must hear that the Adrian College Bulldogs are putting down the Thunder with all these powerful blocks and kills right now. And as I said that, the Albion Brightons just sent down a kill, giving them a point, 24-15. Brighton's serve is on its way. Up in the air. Prowse saves it before it goes out of bounds. Fredermeyer gets it back over. Ball is up. Prowse gets it back in the air again with a hustling effort. Liz sends it over. Bulldogs are definitely showing a great hustle right now. They blocked the kill by Brightons. Brightons go for another one. Blocked again, and it hits the net. Bulldogs have the points, 25-15. Bulldogs take this first set with a strong 10-point lead, 25-15. And we'll be right back after this short commercial break.
There's no program, I think, in the history of rowing that's built a boathouse of this caliber as a first-year team. I think that's reflected not just in the boathouse. The equipment is top-notch, with this brand new fleet of phenomenal boats, as well as having, a team of 25 recruits plus, another 20 walk-ons to where we're now, a first-year team of 45 men and women, which again is a lot for a first-year program. So really excited. I think we're in a great place in year one. Really excited to see where we go from here.
So the reason why I joined is because I love the dedication that the school is putting into the new program. The fact that they put so much money into the brand new boathouse that they're going to go all out.
I've always wanted to row in college. Ever since I started rowing, it was kind of one of my goals. And Adrian's the only place that I found that really felt like home, where I could have a good education and row. I love the erg room because it's like we have the deck to look out on, and it kind of makes the 6 a.m. practices a lot better.
We talk a lot about the program values. Among those are, grit, just, a toughness, also, an excellence, being your best self, bringing your best effort to everything you do, being great teammates. We talk a lot about gratitude, the hundreds of people from your parents and your high school coaches to the administrators here at the college that made this possible, your faculty here at the college, and we talk.
And welcome back to the ACTV broadcast of your Adrian College Bulldogs women's volleyball team taking on Albion Brighton. Again, the Bulldogs coming to the game 4-7, 0-0 in the MIAA, as the Brightons are 10-5 with 1-0. Last time these teams seen each other, the Bulldogs took a strong lead 2-0 in sets, and the Brightons came back and won 3-2. Right now, your Bulldogs have the lead 1-0 after winning the first set 25-15. And Ryan, that was a great game established in the beginning by the Bulldogs.
No, that's exactly how they wanted to start. They wanted to come out strong. They wanted to kind of punch Albion in the mouth in that first set, and that's what they did. They got the lead early after kind of a closer beginning to the set, and then they just kind of got in a big run in the middle of the set. And at the end, Albion kind of had a few bad errors, and that just kind of gave Adrian what they needed to finish it off.
Helping getting that first win with a double-digit lead for the Bulldogs was number 1, Liz Sisico, number 10, Alex Tobler, number 16 and 17, Caitlin Bergman and Madison Fredmeyer, and number 23, Grace Welch, put on a strong performance for the Bulldogs defensively and offensively. And the mistakes and the IQ that the Bulldogs are showing in the first set has definitely showed why they're in this game and leading with that type of margin. Tobler sends the ball back over. It's set and goes for a kill, but number 5 looked like she tried to get a little kill. That was number 5, Alexia Hitchcock for the Brightons. Kind of got a soft touch to it, just enough to put it over net, over the 2 Bulldog defenders, giving the point. The Brightons take the lead 2-0. Number 12, Grace Van Doren set to serve for the Brightons. Liz puts the ball up, and Tobler sends a powerful kill, deflects it off the body, and it goes back over, set by Liz from Bergman. Bergman and Tobler there to block it. Liz keeps it off the ground. Tobler sends it back over. Brightons have it. Brighton set, kill, and point. Scored by number 4, Kate Winter, the junior from White Lake, Michigan.
Great defense displayed there by Albion, as there were 2 or 3 shots that you would think Adrian could have easily won the point off of, but Albion stayed in it.
Tobler with that strong spike definitely could have gave the point, but the direction of the ball put it right off the defender of the Brightons, just deflecting the ball right back over the net. The block is there by the Bulldogs, and the Brightons couldn't return. Number 1 and number 16 for the Bulldogs, Liz Sasico and Caitlin Bergman there to block the ball, giving the Bulldogs a point. Number 15, Mega Pross is going for the serve. Ball is up. One touch, we're back over the net. Tolbert keeps it alive right in the middle of the net, and the point goes towards the Brightons. Subbing for the Brightons, number 13, Shelby Palmer comes in for number 11, Cameron Haley. Serve is set for the Bulldogs, or from the Brightons. Bulldogs go back. Fredemeyer tried to kill, but it was blocked by the Brightons. Brightons take the lead 4-1.
Albion has came out firing on all cylinders in the second set. Nothing can go wrong. Working on defense and offense.
Kusafan serves for the Brightons. Tolbert goes for the kill. Blocked by the Brightons. The Brightons take a 4-point lead, leading this game 5-1. Oh, 6-point lead, or 5-point lead, 6-1, excuse me. And there is another timeout on the floor. The Bulldogs take the timeout to kind of figure out what's going on. I guess in that 3-minute break, the Bulldogs kind of lost their little flame that they had building, but hopefully right now the coach has the wise words to give them to hopefully reignite that flame.
Yeah, that was a smart timeout called by Adrian, as this second set has gone off completely sideways to what it was at in the first. 180 degrees, and then Albion, got to give credit to them, as they have kind of readjusted their game plan a bit, and they've had the answer so far in the second set, but still early, only 7 points in. So let's see if Adrian can kind of stop this run coming out of the timeout and get back in it.
Yeah, it's definitely a smart call by the Bulldogs. Seeing that the momentum was building right there by the Brightons, they try to stop it right there and kind of come back and collect their minds. And remember, this is their game to win. And remember, I know the Bulldogs do have that chip on the shoulder, putting on the lead that they did last time in the Adrian Bulldogs Classic. And coming up short against the Brightons, there's definitely a little animosity built between both teams. Liz with the hustle, keeps it alive. Tobler gets it back over. Brighton set, go for the kill. And there to save it. Number 1 who sets it back up for the Tobler, sends it back over. Brian goes for the kill. Too much power on that kill. Goes out of bounds. Bulldogs get the point. 2-6 for the Bulldogs.
That was big.
Liz Sasico is set to serve for the Bulldogs. Checking into the game is number 8, Corbin Corner.
That was big for the Bulldogs to kind of stop that run and get back on track. See if they can right the ship a little bit now.
Brightons go for the set. Kill off the net. Goes up in the air. Liz sets it up to number 15. But number 8, Corner gets it. Fredemeyer gets it back up in the air. Liz back to Fredemeyer. Fredemeyer gets it all deflected off the net. Goes back in the air. Set for 13. Blocked by the Bulldogs. Corner and Fredemeyer there to stop the point. Bulldogs right now are coming back 3-6. Liz's serve is over. Soft serve. Brightons had to hustle to get that. Saw it back over. Liz sets it up to Fredemeyer. Goes to Tobler. Tobler's shot is blocked. So Liz sets it back up. Goes to Corner. Corner gets it over just outside of the box, giving Albion the point.
Yeah,
Albion gets the possession and the point, going up 7-3.
That one just missed, and it was that close to being a 2-point game, but just a 4-point swing overall, as Adrian just missed that.
Kill by the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs were there to hustle. Just too many touches on that side before getting the ball back over. Gives the Brightons another point. 8-3 is your score. Tobler looks like she found a wet spot in one of the paw prints there, cleaning it up so she can save herself from possibly a risk of an injury. The serve is set by the Brightons, and it goes straight out of bounds. Smart play right there for the Bulldogs to not go after that ball. Number 23, Grace Welch checks into the game for number 2, Anna Young.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play by Adrian, knowing where they were on the court, how much room they had.
Tolber's serve is over. Brightons have it set, kill, block, and it goes out of bounds off the block. Checking into the game is number 20 and number 15. Number 20, Ava Smith, and number 15, Jessie Hepner come into the game. Liz sets it up. Fredemeyer with a strong kill right there. Brightons have it back, soft touch. Tolber keeps it up. Liz goes to corner. And the IQ right there by the Brightons, a soft tap over the net to the left side where there's no defenders there to respond. Point goes towards the Brightons. Welch keeps it up. Goes to Tolber. Tolber sends it over. Brightons get it. Brightons sends it up. Kill, soft tap. Press keeps it up. Liz to Tolber. Tolber sends it over. Blocked by Fredemeyer. Tolber has it. Liz goes for a set. Fredemeyer goes for the kill. Stopped by the Brightons. Brightons go to return. Blocked by Fredemeyer. Brightons keep it alive. Send it back over. Chris is there. Liz gives it to Corner. Corner gives it back over to the Brightons. The Brightons keep it alive. Brightons come back with a Liz sets. Grace Welch with a soft touch. But the Brightons are there. The great volley we have going by both teams. Brightons send it back over. Press gets it up to Liz. Liz gets it back in the air to Corner. Corner sends it over. Deflected by the Brightons. The Brightons keep it alive. Set. Kill. Saved by Press with a great hustle. Fredemeyer gets it back over. Grace Welch sends it over. When the Albion is still there to respond. Blocked by the Bulldogs, and a great effort by both teams, but Albion coming off strong in this volley.
What a point there from both teams, as Adrian and Albion both had opportunities throughout that point to kind of close it out, and then it was just good hustle by the defense of both the Britons and the Bulldogs to keep the point going.
Albion has a lead 11-4 in this set. And I believe there is another timeout called on the floor. Okay. And definitely the crowd has built up here today in the Miralette Center as your Bulldogs are taking on the Briton of Albion.
No, it's first set was kind of all Adrian. Second set's kind of script has switched to Albion. As Albion just pretty much throughout the second set, they came in with a better mindset than the Bulldogs, switching from the first.
And as both teams come out of their timeouts, your Adrian College Bulldogs are down in this set 4-11 to the Brightons. Bulldogs go for the kill. And the Britain has the points right there. Take the score, 12-4. Number 20 serve is on its way. Liz sets it up. Fredemeyer goes for the kill. Off the Brits, goes out of bounds. Point to the Bulldogs. And I think that beautiful play right there might be the spark of some comeback that the Bulldogs need right now.
Yeah, they need something, as they kind of looked a little sluggish compared to the first set where they came out just firing and bringing the energy.
Fredemeyer's serve goes over, returned by the Brits. Goes off of Adrian, offensive player. Goes and point goes towards the Brits. Number 11 serves for Albion. Liz sets it, gives it to corner, and ball was in. Point goes towards the Adrian College Bulldogs.
Beautiful shot, just painting the back line there.
Number 12, Emily Haas subs into the game. And Haas's serve just has a little too much power towards it. It goes out of bounds. Possession towards the Britons. Number 3 serves for Albion. Liz keeps it alive. Tolber sends it over. Goes straight into the net. The point goes towards the Brits. Number 3 serves for the Britons again.
Albion controlling throughout this second set as they kind of got up early and really haven't looked back so far.
Serve is on its way. Priest keeps it up, gives it to Bergman. Ref sees the call, calls it, and gives the point towards the Brits. Albion is up 16-6. Number 3, Rochelle Hawkins, the senior from Detroit, Michigan, serving for Albion. Ball is over and blocked. But the ball goes out of bounds off the Brits. Point goes towards the Bulldogs. And in the game for the Bulldogs, we have number 2, Anna Young. Number 10, Alex Tobler. Number 15, Megan Pross. Number 9, Carly Thomas. And a strong play right there by Albion gives the Brits another point, keeping a strong 10-point lead, 17-7.
Yeah, really no momentum to be able to be found for Adrian so far here in the second set. Can't really get their footing, can't really get their traction.
Serve for the Albion goes over. Ball is up. Thomas with the kill, blocked by the Albion. Albion keeps it alive. Sends it back over. Thomas puts it in the air. Haas gets a hand on it. Tolber sends it over. Ball goes out of bounds. The Britons have an 18-7 lead right now. Definitely dominating this set. Britain serves is over. Ball is up. Bergman gets a hand on it. Just couldn't get it over. Yeah. Ball goes into the net now, and point goes towards Albion.
Kind of how Albion, what they were doing in the first set, kind of had those sloppy mistakes, sloppy errors. Now Adrian's kind of, you're seeing some of that happening here in the second set.
Number 25, Destiny Johnson, the 6-foot freshman from Flint, Michigan, checks into the game. Thomas goes for the kill. And the ball goes out of bounds. And right now, Albion has a 13-point lead, 20-7. Number 12, Grace Van Dorn, serves it over for the Britons. Another call was called by the ref. Point goes towards Albion. The score is 21-7. Van Dorn serves over. Tolber goes. Albion keeps it up. Set and kill. Blocked by the Bulldogs, but nowhere to recover. Ball goes, hits the floor, and point goes towards Albion. Albion is dominating this set, as you can say, Ryan.
This middle of the second set, they've really kind of taken full control, as they can't do anything wrong right now.
Tober kills, blocked, but goes out of bounds. Finally giving the Bulldogs a point and ending the run by Albion. Number 17, Madison Federmeyer checks into the game.
Adrian's got to know they can't get a 14-point play. They just got to play out each and every point to finish out the second set.
A little too much power by the Britons, or for the Britons. Ball goes out of bounds. Point towards the Bulldogs. Press serves. Set by Albion. Goes for the kill. And with a powerful kill by the Britons. Goes off crossing, goes out of bounds. Point towards Albion. Tober goes for the soft kill. Keeps it up. Albion tries to return. Strong save by number 2. Sends it back over the net. Bulldogs volley. Another kill and block by the Bulldogs. Soft tap over Fredermeyer there. 12 puts it up. Tober goes. Ball's over the net, goes into the Britons. Britons go for a soft tap, keep it in the air. Bulldogs keep it alive. Tober goes for another kill. Deflected off the Britons keep going. Britons send it back over. A great hustle by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs send it up to Carl Thomas. Carly Thomas gets it over and scores the point for the Bulldogs.
Absolute battle right there from Adrian as they hung in that point.
Liz Susiko set to serve for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs looking to make a 13-point run without giving the Britons a point. And the Britons just scored right there. 24-10 is the score. Right here is a set point for the Britons. 2 serve over for the Britons. Hits the net, makes it over. Liz sets it. Tober goes for a kill. Hits the hand of an Albion defender, goes out of bounds, giving the point to the Bulldogs.
If you're Adrian here, you obviously keep fighting for the second set, but you're also trying to gain momentum to go into the third. If you can string together some points and then kind of gain a rhythm.
Britons kept it up, but no one there to answer after. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have 12 to Albion's 24. Tober's serve is over. Albion sets it up. Bulldogs keep it alive. Press says that it's to corner. Corner gets it over. Albion keeps it alive. Set and spike. Liz there to keep it up. Press sets it up in the air. Corner goes for another spike. Blocked by Albion. Albion takes this set 25-12 as the teams switch sides. We will be right back after these messages.
All right, let's do what we've been wanting. Let's pull this up. I'm going to be watching you. 1, 2, you know what to do. Hail to Adrian, the home of the black and gold. Cheer, cheer for Adrian. Then I will try and go, 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 fight, fight for Adrian. And champions again we will be. Our heroes will score and the crowd will roar another blood victory. Hail, hail to Adrian, the home of the black and the gold. Cheer, cheer for Adrian, then the Tiger boys proud and bold. Go, dogs, go, fight, fight for Adrian. And champions again we'll be. Our heroes will score and the crowd will roar another blood victory. My boy! Congratulations.
I've been wasting Mondays on a 9 to 5, spending dollars when I only make a dime, while you're surfing the waters of paradise. Oh, Adrian, I wanna be like you. I wanna trade my worries. I wanna trade my troubles, all for a golden journey. Oh, Adrian, I wanna be like you, 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 be Oh, Adrian, I wanna be like you, 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 be
Never in a million years did I have thought that I would be playing in France. I picked Adrian, one, because of this reason, and it's just an amazing experience. You get to see all the different types of play that they have.
And we'll be right back. And we are back after experiencing some technical difficulties. The Bulldogs and the Albion Britons are tied at 1 set each after playing 3. And I think it might have to be the side of the court because the Bulldogs right now are already at a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, Adrian, they weren't really able to get off to a strong start in that second set, contrary to the first. So let's see how they get going here in the third.
Chris sets it up. Tober sends it off softly. The Britons go. Britons send it back. Liz sets. Tober sends. And it's off of number 6, Kelsey Gustafon, trying to save it before going out of bounds. Point goes towards the Bulldogs. Prasad's serve is over. Albion gets it up. Soft touch sent back over. Corner keeps it alive. Press puts it up. Corner sends back a kill. And again, aiming at number 6, Gustafon. Ball goes out of bounds again off the deflection. Point goes towards the Bulldogs.
This is just the start Adrian wanted to this third.
Pressa sends the ball back over. Deflected and blocked by the Bulldogs, but Pressa couldn't get there to recover it. Great defensive effort there, but the ball and point goes towards Albion. The Britons have 2 to the Adrian College's 4. Serving for the for the Britons is number 2, Jenna Corey, sophomore from Farmington Hills, Michigan. She sends it over and gets the point. Corey is set to serve again. Serve is over. Tober keeps it up. Liz sets it to corner. Corner sends a soft touch. Brayton's keep it up. Brayton sent a kill back. Krista gets a hand on it but couldn't get it back up in the air. Ball goes out of bounds. And Albion has tied this set all back up 4-4. Corey's serve is over. Liz sets it up. Goes to the corner. Liz sets it up again to Fredemeyer. Fredemeyer sends a powerful kill towards Corey. Corey couldn't get it back up. Ball goes towards, or point and ball goes towards the Bulldogs.
Both teams with a little 3-0 spurt here early on in this third set. Let's see who can kind of gain control here.
Right now, both teams are tied 1 set each. And as both teams are trying to kind of fight for that edge to take the lead on this set, right now, what do you think has to be running through the minds of the Adrian College Bulldogs?
I mean, they're just hanging there. I mean, they had a rough second set, but, I mean, you just got to think about what you did good in the first set. Obviously, there's some adjustments you got to make from the second, but, I mean, overall, they're competing right now.
Yes, the Bulldogs definitely had a very strong start to the beginning of the game. You know, taking a strong commanding lead, a 10-point lead, actually, in that first set, 15-25. And right now, Albion just kind of has this flame in them, taking a strong lead in the second set. And right now, leading the game 6-5. The serve is set forward, the Britons. Liz keeps it up. Tolbert sends it over. And Bulldogs seem to be picking at number 6 the way they are going for these kills, as 3 kills, the last 3 kills all came 2 points and aimed at number 6 for the Britons.
All even through 12 points here in the third set. It's kind of the first 2 sets were, first set was all Adrian, second set was all Albion, but then this third set's kind of, you know, it's a toss-up right now.
Yes, the third set's starting to look how we did in the beginning of the first set. Hopefully this will be a trend for the Bulldogs and they actually take this this set again. A great block and defensive effort there. Corey gets tripped up and couldn't keep the ball alive. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Tolbert serves for the Bulldogs. Ball goes deep out of bounds. Albion recovers. Right there, the Bulldogs should just let that ball go out of bounds, but keep it alive. Grace Welch sends it over. Albion sets and goes. And right, must be a touch above the net because the Bulldogs get the point.
Yeah, Adrian could have ended that point a little earlier, but ended up getting the point, so no harm done.
Tobler set to serve again. Quick send over by Albion. Albion sets, kills, and number 11, Somer Cavazos, tried to keep it up, but it goes out of bounds. Albion serve is on its way. Welch gets it up. Fredemeyer sends it to Welch. Welch sends it over, blocked by Albion, but goes out of bounds. Point for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have the lead, 9-7. Fredemeyer serves for the Bulldogs. And number 6, Albion's own Kelsey Gusafon sends the kill over, deflected by the Bulldogs, goes out of bounds, point to Albion. This sets it for Caitlin Bergman, sends it over and gets a point.
Back and forth start to this third set.
Liz serves for the Bulldogs. Ball is set, and Albion sends it over. Liz keeps it up high in the air. Grace taps it over. Albion sets, sends, and Tobler keeps it alive for the Bulldogs. Well, Albion sends it back over. Ball goes back over the net. Albion sends it back over again. Liz puts it up to Pross. Pross sets it for Welch. Welch sends it over. And Albion still keeping it alive. A quick send over. Liz puts it back in the air. Prez puts it up. And that's corner, sends it over. Deflected by Albion. Albion keeps it alive. Albion sends it back over as well. Blocked by the Bulldogs. Ball goes out of bounds. Kaylin Bergman there with a defensive effort, but just couldn't quite send it back over the net as the ball rolls to the side and goes out of bounds. Point goes towards Albion. The score is your Adrian College Bulldogs 10, Albion Brins 9. And as both teams are working hard, especially diving and hitting the ground, there's a couple sweat marks and wet spots put on the floor. And I'm glad that all players are seeing them and cleaning up as soon as they can, and the refs understanding, because like I said earlier, we don't want no college athletes in this game to get any injuries due to slipping and falling. Corner sends the ball back over, and a dig keeps it alive, and the point goes towards the Bulldogs. The refs must have seen something and called it. Number 2, Anna Young checks in for the game for number 23, Grace Welch. Anna is set to serve. The dig is there by the Albion. Albion sends over quick. Another dig. Person keeps it alive. Tobler sends it back over. Great effort by the Bulldogs. The Brins send it back over. Soft touch and great IQ there by number 4, Kate Winter, who saw the open gap on the Bulldogs defense on the court and gives it an easy point. Tap and score for Albion.
Yeah, that was some perfect touch, and like you said, good IQ there. Seeing the situation, and then Adrian was kind of shifting over, waiting for the spike.
And a little odd play right there. Albion sends it over with a soft tap, and corner was there, but she just decided to stick a foot there, put the ball back in the air, but no one was there to return it. Albion tied the score at 11-11. Young and Priest, a little miscommunication right there. Both attempted to get the ball. Ball goes out. Albion is taking the lead 12-11 in this set. And both teams right now are just looking to take one away so they can take the lead into the sets, hopefully looking for a game closer after this one. Blocked by the Bulldogs, 3 touches by Albion, and ball is out. Adrian right there keeps it up. Sent over by Albion, and number 4, Kate Winter again, using that IQ, seeing the visual on the floor and seeing that where the holes of the defense is and getting easy points right there. They're leading 13-12. Bulldogs keep it alive, send it back over with a little weird tactics right there to keep the ball. Ball goes deep into the corner, killed by Albion. The Britons have the lead, 14-12. And right now, I believe a timeout by Adrian College's coach would be a great call right now.
It would be, as Albion's kind of found their footing here in the third set.
Britons keep it alive. Britons send it back over. Young is there. Liz says it to Fredemeyer. Fredemeyer with the great IQ, returning with a soft tap of herself, getting the point for the Bulldogs, ending the run. Number 12, Emily Haas serves for the Bulldogs. Albion keeps it alive. And there's a call. Point goes towards the Bulldogs.
Good battle there from Adrian as they're able to fight back.
And there was an ace right there for the Bulldogs. We're not getting a video feed. We just fixed it. Is it on now or no? It's good. Yeah, I know. We were looking at it and it just brought it to my attention. I guess the power. All right, and after that timeout right there, the Bulldogs have the lead right now in this third set, 15-14. The Bulldogs right now are looking to take this second set to go up 2-1 in sets and hopefully to close it in the fourth set instead of taking it to a fifth. Right now, with the way that Albion is playing and they're fighting for the lead right now, what do you think the coach of the Bulldogs needs to express to their players in this game?
Just kind of stay in it. Don't have any mental mistakes, any mental errors. You can't give up 3 points to a good team like Albion, and especially in such a close set. Like 1 or 2 free points here or there, that could be the defining moments of the set.
Yes, and definitely a lot of whistles have been blown by the referee. The referee has definitely seen a couple mistakes coming from both teams. More on the Albion side, Albion has got a lot of whistles, giving the Bulldogs a couple free points. And as an Albion as well, do you think that's what the coach is preaching as well? Like, we got to stop making bad mistakes, little mistakes, mental mistakes to keep us in this game.
Oh, yeah, definitely cleaning up the sloppy errors and sloppy mistakes for sure.
And right now, your Bulldogs have the lead 16-14. Number 12, Emily Haas, is serving for the Bulldogs. Haas' serve is over. A little too much power. It goes out of bounds. And right now, where the little mistakes are coming in crucial in these type of moments, as they only have a 1-point lead.
Yeah, it's a mistake you don't want to see for Adrian. Up 16-14, serving.
Number 20, Ava Smith, serving for the Britons. Liz sets it up. Tober sends it back over. Britons keep it alive. Britons send it back. Priss was there. Priss and Young both there for the effort to keep the ball alive. Couldn't quite do so. Ball goes out of bounds. Point to Albion. And we have a tie game in this set, 16-16.
Both teams kind of feeling every point is so crucial in a tight set like this.
Smith's serve is over. Liz sets it to Fredemeyer. Fredemeyer sees the defense and gives another point for the Bulldogs. Score is 17-16, your Bulldogs. Server for the Bulldogs is Alice Tobler. Britons have it set, send the kill. Tobler sends it back up in the air, set. Fredemeyer. Fredemeyer's shot goes straight to the net. Game is tied, 17-17.
Yeah, not enough elevation on that set. Kind of was spiking it from little below the net, so couldn't really get much elevation on it.
Serve sent over by Albion. Liz sets it up. Grace Welch with a powerful kill, and Grace has just been on fire today. She gives the Bulldogs the lead there with 18-17. And right now, Caitlin Bergman comes back into the game. Fredemeyer's serve is over. Albion sets. 6 goes for the kill. And it hit the side of the net. Referee waved his flag, indicating that the point does go towards the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have a 2-point lead. They need 6 more points to end this set. Fredemeyer serves again. Set. Killed. Kept up alive. Liz sends it to Welch. Welch with another spike. Ball goes up. Set back over by Albion. Set and give it to Caitlin Bergman. Bergman gets it back over, though. Blocked by the Bulldogs, but quite no one there to get it before it hits the ground. Score is 19-18. And there's another wet spot on the floor as the Britons and the referee go to check and clean it up.
This is a big few points coming up, 19-18 in the third set. Could change the whole face of the match.
Yes, definitely. These last few points that are going to be scored into this match definitely could be crucial into where this game ends going into the fourth set. The ball is served by the Britons. Bulldogs set it up. Grace Welch with a strong kill, but waved in with a flag indication saying that the points goes towards Albion. The game is tied 19-19, and we have a nail biter here, folks.
Yeah, can't get much closer than this. One set apiece, 19-19, third set.
Grace Welch sends it over again. Albion sets. goes for the kill, blocked by the Bulldogs. Number 16, the freshman, Caitlin Bergman, there to block it, and point goes towards the Bulldogs. Bulldogs take the lead, 20-19. Liz sends the serve. And Bergman right there with a quick hand. Reaches over the net, knocks the ball down. Albion's number 12, Grace Van Doren, set the serve. Serve is up. Liz sets. Give it to Caitlin Bergman. Ball is up. Albion sends it back over. Set. Give it to corner. Hits the hands. Hits the hands of the Albion defender. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs take the lead, 22-20.
Very close play there.
Number 2, Anna Young checks back into the game for number 23, Grace Welsh. Anna Young is set to serve for the Bulldogs. And Bulldogs need 3 more points just to end this set and take the lead 2-1. And right now, Albion is not giving up with a strong spike and kill right there. Albion's serve is over. Liz sets it for Caitlin. Caitlin goes, shot is blocked, and we have a tied game, 22-22.
Huge play up there at the net for Albion, as Adrian looked like they had that point kind of won with a huge spike upcoming, but a beautiful block.
Albion's serve is over. It's sent out of bounds. Easy point for the Bulldogs, 23-22, as number 17, Madison Federmeyer checks back in the game for number 16, Caitlin Bergman, and there is a timeout.
Yeah, smart timeout called there. Being able to calm the players down.
Sorry for the coughs there, guys. And right now, like, this game is just a nail biter. The Bulldogs have a 1-point lead in the third set. Albion has absolutely dominated the second set. The Bulldogs dominated a 10-point lead in the first set. And right now, it's just a back and forth. Where can this game go, Ryan?
This third set's kind of a toss-up, and I think coming out of this timeout, this is going to be a huge point, because obviously, I mean, pointing out the obvious, stating the obvious, is if Adrian's able to win this first point, then they've got 2 opportunities to close the set out. And then on the flip side, Albion, they're going to need to scrap and claw for this point. This is going to be an exciting end to this third set.
Yes, if the Bulldogs can take this second set and go up 2-1, that will mean that Albion has to play their best game and to make sure they take care of the minor mental errors and take care of offensively and defensively to precise details just to come back, because that 2-1 lead can mean something. And
yeah, it definitely can.
And there is no better matchups than seeing 2 teams from the MIAA conference come up into one building and play each other. As you can see right now, both teams, Adrian College and Albion, out of the MIAA, playing a fantastic game right here, showing that even though this is D3 level volleyball, that these girls are still out here treating it, and that's their career and playing their hardest. Albion just tied the game back up 23-23 into the third set. And the same thing goes for Adrian. If Adrian can't close out this set and take the lead, Adrian also has to go and work on their mental errors that they're making and play more of a strategic game to get this game back, because right now Albion has the hustle. They just got to continue to push and fight at them.
And plus, if Adrian can't win this set, it kind of seems like a little deja vu from the last time they played.
Ball is set back over after a great save by the Bulldogs. Liz digs. Set back up by Federmeyer. Federmeyer gives it to Tobler. And with a great play right there, takes the lead 24-23. The Bulldogs just need 1 more point to close out this nail-biter of a set. And this is some great volleyball we were catching today, Ryan.
That was a huge point. 23 all, 1 set apiece. Able to just stay in the point with a couple deflections up at the net. And then Adrian was finally able to put it away.
An ace right here by the Bulldogs would be great for them to close out this set. Emily Haas has the ball, sets the serve. Ball is up. Haas keeps it up, sets it to Tolber. Tolber with a strong spike. Ball goes out of bounds. Bulldogs thought they had it right there. Ball goes out of bounds. Score is 24-24 all.
Just missing wide.
Number 11, Somer Cavazos checks into the game for number 12, Emily Haas. Serving for the Bulldogs is number 20, Ava Smith. Or for the Brightons, excuse me. Or Britons, excuse me again. I'm sorry, guys. A little bit of conversation going on between one of the refs and the scoreboard.
The play was there on that last spike. It just missed wide, but it was a smart call going cross court with that going to the open court.
Right now, everyone is up and clapping, happy right now to see what's going to happen. Ball is set. Tolber sends it. Albion keeps it up. Soft touch back by the Bulldogs. Albion sends it back over. And Albion with a strong spike takes the lead, 25-24.
A huge point there for the Britons. Now set point serving.
Albion is 1 point away from closing out the second set. Tolber comes back, sends it over. Tolber sends it back over again. And there is a point scored by Albion. Albion on a nail-biter set. It takes this set 26-24, giving them a set lead 2-1. Albion needs one more set to close it out, and the Bulldogs have to come back and fight to close out and win 2 sets to win this game. We'll be right back after these messages.
About, excelling in the classroom and the community as well, and really giving back. And I think people are going to see a program that not only makes them proud in terms of the results we deliver and the national competitions we're going to attend and hopefully perform very well in, but also just the type of kids who are going to be associated with this program are going to be kids that people are really proud to have as alumni of this college in 5, 10, 20 years.
What I love coming in here is the fact that of the coach's methods. The fact that right now it's the fall season, he's a brand new team, he's trying to get us all into having great technique, having to then apply the pressure and just try to grow further and further.
And it's really like a home away from home. Like everyone on the team is pretty much like my family, the coaches, it's like having a parent here. You can always go to them about anything, like rowing related or not. They care about you as a person, not just an athlete.
You do see in the rowing world, I think, times where there is a institutional disconnect, or administrative disconnect between what the rowing team is trying to accomplish and the resources they're given to accomplish it. For us, we have such a phenomenal facility as a new program that, it not only enables us to have a wonderful place to train. The erg room is phenomenal. Our boat bay accommodates all the boat needs that we have, but it also sends a message to recruits that we're really serious about this.
Like they play a lot different here.
I think it's really like deep rooted in all of us. I found my family at Adrian, so I think for me it's my second home. So to be a Bulldog on this team means a lot.
For a golden journey. Oh, Adrian, I wanna be like you, be like you, be like you.
It's pretty unreal. Not a lot of colleges have this experience, and these are my best friends, so doing something like this with them is pretty awesome.
My teammates are my family. To get to experience everything with them and seeing these breathtaking views is just life-changing. I'm always going to remember this trip.
I've been wasting my days on a 9 to 5, spending dollars with
Hello and welcome back to the fourth set of this matchup between your Adrian College women's volleyball team versus the Albion Britons from women's volleyball team. Again, the Bulldogs are down 2-1 in sets. Albion Bulldogs last time had a 2-0 lead last time they seen them in August 31st at the Adrian College Classic. Right now, a definitely different show that we had on August 31st as the Britons have taken a commanding 2-1 lead after a nail-biter in the third. And Ryan, what is your comments on that last set that we had?
Adrian was literally inches away from taking the set, and then it just kind of slipped out of their hands. Let's see how they can bounce back and rebound here in the second. Or sorry, the fourth.
Now, I've asked you to put yourself in the coach's position a lot, but now that the Bulldogs are down 2-1, what is running through the coach's head?
I think you got to switch up kind of your mindset and your game plan and try to find things that have worked and then switch up the things that haven't and just keep battling, stay in the game.
Right now, Albion is taking the last two serves and got a 2-0 lead. Press serves for the Bulldogs. That last point was actually set towards the Bulldogs as the Bulldogs plead their case that they did not touch the net or the ball. But as they would like to say in the game of basketball, the ball doesn't lie. As the ball goes off the net of the Adrian College Bulldogs, it gives a point towards the Albion Britons. Ball is up and over, and a quick tap by number 17, Federmeyer, gets a quick point for the Bulldogs.
I think they're going to say there was a carry there on Adrian, giving the point to Albion.
And right now, Albion has a 1-4 lead. Liz sets it up for Tobler. Tobler sends it over. Digged up by the Albion. Albion kills it back over. Stopped by number 2, Young. Young couldn't quite get a hand on it as that heat came her way. And ball goes off her hands, out of bounds. Point towards Albion. Albion is winning 5-1.
Yeah, Adrian's got to weather this early storm from Albion.
And after this game, don't go too far because there will be another sports broadcast on ACTV2 as your men's soccer team has a game today at 3 o'clock. So don't switch your channel. Don't change and watch another cute video of cats playing with yarn. Stay tuned to catch some great Bulldog action today on ACTV. Ball goes up. Liz sends it to Fredermeyer, and Fredermeyer's kill was blocked, and ball goes back onto the side of the Bulldogs. Hits the ground. Point goes to Albion. Albion is winning this game 6-1. And a timeout called by Adrian, and right now the coach is just probably going to have to talk to his team, and kind of figure out what they see and what's going on, because right now it doesn't seem that the coaching strategy is helping out the Bulldogs in this set.
Yeah, I think you got to settle them down, calm them down. Still early in the fourth set, and they just can't let this get too much further out of hand.
Each set has just definitely been a different showing that we've seen First one was the Bulldogs dominating. The second one was Albion dominating. The third one was a nail biter between both teams. And right now, I think that there's only 2 teams. There's only really 3 ways this could go. And right now, this is the second time we've seen Albion take a lead like this.
Yeah, it's kind of giving you flashbacks to that second set where Albion just controlled early and then really did not look back.
Again, Albion has came into the game having some impressive numbers comparing to the Bulldogs. The Britons are only, say, a roughly 199 kills over what the Bulldogs have. Or 98, excuse me. 198 kills. Right now, the Bulldogs got a quick point right there. Score is 2-6.
Yeah, big point.
Emily Haas has checked into the game for number 8 corner. Haas' serve is over. Set and kill. Ball is up. Tober sends it back over. A little too much power. Ball goes out of bounds. Point towards Albion. Albion serves over. Set. Liz with a quick point. Blocked by Fredemeyer. Britons send it back up. Sends a kill over and a point score for the Bulldog, or for the Britons.
Yeah, Albion right now really finding their groove and finding their footing. And pretty much dominating throughout here at the start of the fourth.
Liz sets it up to Fredemeyer. Fredemeyer with a soft touch. Point goes towards Albion as the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Adrian trying to give him different looks, but really nothing working right now.
Fredemeyer sends it over. Dig by Albion. Albion's deflection, or dig, a little too powerful. Goes back out on the overside of the net, out of bounds. Point towards Adrian. Grace Welch has checked back into the game, hopefully bringing in a spark that the Bulldogs need. Grace has played an impressive game and definitely has helped the Bulldogs. And every set, even if they come out losing 2 of them, she has definitely been there to be a great anchor to hold the team down. Liz sets it up, gets to Grace. Grace sends it over, ball is up, volley for Britons. Britons kill, deflected off the net, goes up in the air. Liz sets it up for Fredemeyer. Fredemeyer with a quick tab. Bulldogs there, or Britons there to set and send it back. Blocked by Fredemeyer. Fredemeyer's block is complete, goes back over the net, hits the floor, and point goes towards the Bulldogs.
There's a big deflection there at the net. Get this lead down to 5.
Tober's serve is over. Corey keeps it up in the air for Albion. Albion sends it back over. Tober there to set it. Set goes over. Quick set over to Liz. Albion sends it back over. Liz sets. Give it to Fredemeyer. Fredemeyer with a soft touch. Brings it back. Set. And blocked by Grace Welch. Gives a point for the Bulldogs. Score is 9-5. Service sent by the Bulldogs. Set, killed, and digged by Adrian. Tober sends it back over. Albion keeps alive. Strong spike by number 17, Federmeyer. And the Bulldogs are looking at a comeback as the score is 6-9.
Yeah, this is a nice little run here from Adrian, as they were, seems as of right now, they're able to stop the first set, or start of the fourth set momentum from Albion.
And another strong spike by Federmeyer. Federmeyer is feeling it today. And a timeout called by Albion. And the Bulldogs are coming back into this game. The score is 7-9.
The run continuing from Adrian right now. Getting back in this.
I don't know what coach had to say to their players last time out, but whatever the coach said for Adrian is definitely some great words as the Bulldogs are about back in this game, 7-9.
Oh, no, yeah, they were coming since that last time out. Let's see how this one plays out. But since that last one, they were able to really kind of flip the switch in this set.
Yes. Excuse me here, guys. I am sorry about that. Number 17, Madison Federmeyer, the junior from Matawan, Michigan. The 5'8" junior is definitely making herself feel like she is 6'6", the way that she is standing at that net and sending it back over with no hesitation, with no problems whatsoever. The last 2 points were big for the Bulldogs right now. If we can get another 2 out of her, that will tie the game 9-9 and possibly be given possibly them 2 right there with the flame to start this Bulldogs run. Ball goes out of bounds. Albion sends it back over. Liz sets it. Gives it to Grace. Hits the hands off the Albion defender. Bulldogs are back in this game. It's 8-9. Guys, we have another nail biter, it looks like, on our hands right here. Toba's serve goes straight into the net. Number 20, Ava Smith set the serve for the Britons. Liz sets it up, sends it to Grace. Grace with sends the fire, and whistle by the referee gives the Bulldogs a point. And the game is 9-10. Federmeyer's serve is over. A quick punch by Britons. Set and tossed by Grace Welch with a quick point right there. Give the Bulldogs a tie, 10-10.
Yeah, that's a great battle. The Bulldogs showing great fight right now. Not giving up this 4th set.
Ball is set and sent over by. And the ball was in, and the Bulldogs just took the lead, 11-10. And right now, the Bulldogs are on fire, and they got to keep this run going if they want to go and have a chance at going and seeing a 5th set. Federmeyer's serve goes straight into the net. The game is now tied 11-11. Pressa comes in for the game for Federmeyer.
Yeah, those are errors you can't afford to have, especially in such a tight set like this that means so much for the Bulldogs in this one.
And a quick punch over by the Bulldogs, giving them the point 12-11. Liz sends the serve, digged up by the Britons, killed and deflected off the block, and number 15 presses hands. Point goes towards Albion, and number 5, Alexa Hitchko, the freshman from Chico, California, comes into the game. Ball hits the net, goes over, and gives a point towards Albion. Albion sends the serve. Ball goes up. Corner sends it back over. Blocked by Adrian. The score is 13-13 all. And scored a point right there by Albion off a great volley.
Both teams right now scrapping and clawing for every single point.
Serve by Albion goes out of bounds. Point toward the Bulldogs. Number 15, Pross set the serve. Ball is up. Albion sends it over. Adrian keeps it up. Adrian sends it back over. And it is scored by Adrian. Adrian has the lead right now, 15-4. Presacco sends her serve over, straight into the net. Point goes towards the Albion.
Yeah, it's another unforced error by Adrian, as that's I believe the third fault in this fourth set alone, and I mean it's resulted in a tie game because of it.
Liz sets it up. Corner goes for the kill. Deflected in, out of bounds. Point goes towards Adrian. Emily Haas comes to check in the game for corner. Haas' serve is over. Set and killed by Adrian or Albion. Adrian keeps it up. Tobler sends it back over. Fredemeyer's ball comes back over the net, and Fredemeyer was there with another quick spike again. There's another point for the Bulldogs. Score is 17-5. Haas' serve is a little too strong. Goes out of bounds. Albion has a point now. Score is 17-16. Albion right now has to looking for answers. They need something if they want to close out and win this game. Liz sets it up to Tolbert. Tolbert sends it over. Digged by Corey. Presses set. Sends it. Sets. Fredemeyer with a strike. And Fredemeyer is on fire today. That is another point for the Bulldogs. Score is 18-16. Grace Welsh is back in the game. And another serve, a little bit too strong, goes out of bounds. Score is 18-17. Number 20, Ava Smith, and number 15, Jesse Hebner check into the game.
Those are the errors you just can't have in a close set like this.
Tolbert keeps it up. Liz sends it over quick with great IQ. Quick point. Score is 19-17. Caitlin Bergman checks back into the game. Fredemeyer's serve is over. Set, kill, block. Ball goes back into Albion. Albion sends it over. Tolbert there to set. Liz sets. Give it to Grace Welch. Grace Welch shot is blocked. She keeps it alive. They send it back over. Albion's turn to retaliate. They go for the kill. Off the hands, off the net, and a point for Albion. Score is 19-18. The score is tied 19-19. Albion is set to serve. Ball is up. Liz sets it. Grace Welch shot is blocked, and Albion takes the lead 19-20. Albion needs 5 points to close out this game as Adrian even has to come and take the lead back.
Timeout is called. That's a big late set run though from Albion, as Adrian seemed to have all the momentum in the world working for him.
And after that timeout, Albion comes straight out, gets a quick point, and gives the lead 21-19. And Adrian right now needs to find some answers before they're too late to answer and lose the game. Liz sets it. Welsh comes out, blocked. Adrian keeps it alive. Tobler sends it back over. Albion sets, spikes, and it goes down. And Albion right now is looking to end this game. The score is 22-19.
This is big, a little spurt here late from Albion as the Britons have really kind of taken this fourth set.
Grace Welch goes for the power kill. Liz sets it again. Welch again with a soft tap. Reads it. Goes off the hands of the defender. Hits net off the back. Goes to the ground. Point Adrian. Score is 22-20. Another wet spot was found on the floor as the Albion Britons go to clean it up real quick on their side. Liz Sasico set to serve. Ball is over. And no one was there to answer for there. The score is now 21-22.
Yeah, kind of seemed to mistime their jump there. Did number 9, Chloe Weber for the Britons.
Ball is up, set, tapped over. Liz keeps it. Tobler puts it back up. And it's blocked by Albion. Corner tried to get it over there. Coach is telling him to push it up. We can pick up the momentum a little bit because the score is now 23-21, and Albion only needs 2 points to close out this game. Albion sends it over. Grace has it in the air. Liz sets it to corner. Corner sends it over. Albion sends it back. Brings it back over the net. Tobler there. Liz sets it. Caitlin Bergman there for a spike. Covered. Liz goes back up, presses back in the air. Corner sends it over. Albion and Adrian in a great volley. Blocked by Adrian. Set and sent by Albion. Liz keeps it up. Presses sends it to corner. Corner sends it back over. 20-9 for Albion. Albion sends it back up. Sends it back over to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs keep it alive. Liz sets it. Gives it to corner. Corner comes with a spike. And there's a point for the Bulldogs. Adrian College 22, Albion 23, and the Bulldogs look to fight to stay alive in this game.
One of the biggest points of the match right there from the Bulldogs. And they came up big when they needed it to stay in this.
Ball is sent over by Anna Young. Ball is up and sent back by Albion. Prisa keeps it up. Liz to Tobler. Tobler sends it over, deflected it up in the air. Sent back over by the Britons. Set, spike, and blocked by Albion. The score is 24-22, and Albion needs just one more point to close this game out. Liz sends it over. Up in the air. Albion sends it soft touch. Ball is up. And Bulldogs keep it alive. They send it back over. Albion sets it up. Goes for the kill. And Adrian's there to keep it alive. Liz sends it to corner. Corner shot is blocked. And that is the game. Albion Britons came into the game 10-5, 1-0 in the MIAA. Now moves to 2-0 with the win over Adrian. And that was just a great game showed by Albion. Adrian College came out in the first set, took a commanding 10-point lead and won the set there. And then just the next 3 sets, Albion just became different. This wasn't the Albion that we saw in the beginning of the game.
No, yeah, and kind of like how they did earlier in the season in their last meeting. I know it was a 2-set-to-love lead for Adrian, but it was still kind of the same storyline. Adrian got up early, but the Britons just kept fighting and they stayed in it. And that That was exciting. It was a fun match, even though Adrian came up on the wrong end of it today. They fought today, and they looked very good in that third and fourth set.
Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in to AC's TV stream of your Adrian College Bulldogs volleyball. Don't go anywhere. On ACTV2, your men's soccer team will be going on and facing in a soccer game in this weather. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I am Tyler DeWitt with Ryan Cuddy, and it's a great day to be a Bulldog.